All right, welcome back from the last class. Right now we are going to Python accessing dictionary item. So we're going to look at how we can access the dictionary item, and that is what we are going to deal with right now. First, we need to create a variable with the name myDict, and we are going to give it dictionary, which is brand. We have brand to be Ford. We have model. We have model to be Mustang. We have year to be 1964. Okay, when we print my date, we are going to have that as an output. Now we can get our we can access our item by using the get method. We are going to use the get method instead of accessing our dictionary with this method like model that will give us Mustang. We can also use the get method to get the model by saying print myDict dot get, then you put the name of the key, which is a model. And I didn't cover that. No, it's going to throw. So let me go back. Yes. So we are going to have this as Mustang. So when you are working with dictionary, make sure you know what is your key name so that you can easily get your value. That is how to access with get method if you don't want to use the main um model name or the main process of using the the square bracket and the model name. You can easily use the get method. Also, if you don't know the key name, you can use keys function to get the key name. Let's see that by using myDict.keys. We have dict keys include what? Brand, model, year. Can you see now those are the keys. So if you don't know the key name in the data that you have at hand, you can easily use the dot key to get the data. Mind you, you can attach it to a variable and you can just print it with print to output it, or you do it this way to get your key values, to get your keys. Then you can also, so after getting your key, you can also use the key to view the dictionary, meaning that any changes done to the dictionary will be reflected in the key list. So these keys are what you can use to view your values in the dictionary, and any key that you try to update is you want to update. If you want to update any value, you are going to use the key to update the value. For example, I want to add a new key. Exactly, now I want to add a new key and I want to put a value. So I can say myDict dot keys. My dict dot keys. um Sorry, I can say my keys, I mean my dict, then put this as the value, which is, let's say, color equals white. By so doing, we should have our value print. Let me just, okay, print my dict dot keys. I didn't close the next one. Okay, print my dict. Now I have color in it. And now if I print dict itself, print dict, print my dict is going to show color and white, meaning that I have add a new key to it and I added a value. That is why the new key was able to be added. So I only get the name of the variable holding the dictionary, then assign another key to it, and I assign it to a value which is white. And that key I assigned was color. So when I look out for that key, if it is available, I use my dict.keys, and all the keys in the dictionary were displayed. Sorry. Then printing that my dict variable shows that color has a value white among the list of values in the dictionary. So that is how to add another key to your dictionary. Then how can you get the values? Remember the other time we use dict.keys to get all the keys. So you can also use dict.values to get all the values by saying my dict.values. Exactly now. So the values function is the one that will print all the values. So all the values are there for us to see. Then how can we update a value? You can update a value by by writing my dict. Which value do we want to update? Is it the model, the brand? I mean, which value do we want to update? Is it the brand name, the model name, the year, or the color? So we want to update the color of the value. The Yeah, we want to update the color value. So in that case, we have my dict, then we put the key. We put the key as a color, then you assign it to another color which is red. Now if I print my dict dot, so I want to print my dict, sorry, print my dict, then we will have the color being updated to red. Then how can you get the items? When you have a lot of values in the dictionary, we call them items, just the way we call them items in lists, sets, and tuples. So they are also items here. So how can you get the items in the dictionary, we make use of item function. In that case, we say my dict dot items. When you put this, you get all the dictionary items. And you see everything in a tuple, then everything, each key and value are put in a separate tuple, and all the values are put inside a list before it was now being enclosed into the dict item that displayed it. So that is how to get your items if you want to get all the items in the dictionary. So also, how can you check if a particular value exists in your item? We check with the use of in, and you can with the use of if statement and in, then you can easily determine the conditions you want to pass to the code for it to give you your information. Now we want to check if there is a model in our dictionary. So we say if model in my dict, excuse me, then it should do what? Print. We want it to print yes, model is available. And that's all. Now we have model in the list and it says it is available. So that is how to know if the key that you have in the list is available. Thereafter, we can also change the dictionary item. How can we change the dictionary item? We've done that earlier when you are changing the value of color to red. So you can change it that way, and you can also use update to change your dictionary item. For example, I'll be changing the year, I'll be updating the year to 2020. By so doing, I will say my dict dot update. So update function is what I'll be using for updating the year, and in that case I will specify the key. I will also specify the value. So the key is year because that is the key I want to update. You put a double colon, then you specify the year 2020. If it is a string you want to attach, you put your quote and you write your value. So oh, I didn't put space. My date dot update. Yes, 2020. Oh, sorry. I didn't put the dictionary symbol. Yeah, that's another error that we might face. Yes. So it's not the space that affected it, rather is the dictionary code, which is the curly braces. So now if I print my dict, then we have the year updated from 1964 to 2020. Then we can also add item to dictionary. We can add items to dictionary just the same way we did that by using the key and assigning it to a value. You can use update and also assign it to a value. So that is the same way you can add an item to a list. It's the same way you add an item to a list. So the way you change a dictionary is the same way you add an item to a dictionary. So how can you remove an item from a dictionary? We make use of the pop function. We can say mydict.pop. Now this pop function, unlike set that does not take any argument, in dictionary the pop function takes an argument because it is ordered and it knows where to pop the item if specified, unlike set that is unordered. So once we use pop, it will only pop anything that e got hold of and get it out of the list. So we have pop, then we want to pop the color. So we say color. So immediately we press enter, it has popped the color out of it. And when we print my dict, let's see if there will be color there. You can see that there is no color anymore. So it has popped the color. Then we can also pop items. You can pop item by using the pop item function. And this always remove the last inserted item. It always remove the last inserted item. So if we, and it does not receive any argument. So we say my dict, remember the last item here is the year. So if I say my dict dot pop item, it will pop the last one, can you see, which is the year. And when I print my dict, instantly I will have only the brand and the model left. We can also use delete, just the way we use delete in other functions and in other data types. So we can use delete to delete the key of a particular item, or to delete the the whole dictionary. So I want to add just a value so that we can delete one. Okay, no problem. Let me delete the brand key, and then we can now use the delete to delete the whole item. So we say delete, which is del my dict, then which key did I want to delete? I want to delete the brand key. So brand, enter, and when I print my dict, it will give me only model. So when I now say delete my dict, this time around I am deleting the whole dict, and that means the dict is not available anymore in the memory. So when I print my dict, it's going to give us error. You see that the name my dict is not specified. So that is that. Then we can also use clear dict. Let me quickly create a variable my dict again equals name. Let me use this constructor. I mean dict constructor. Dict, then we have name equals sugar. Age equals body 23, and country was Nigeria. Oh, sorry, I did not put them in quotes. Okay, Okay, okay. So I should have put them in quotes. The variable name shouldn't be in quotes, yes. Before I forget, the values are the one that will be in quotes. Sorry. Alright, so print my date, and we have the dictionary. So now I want to delete, I want to clear the dictionary. I want to clear my dict. So what would I do? I will say my dict dot clear. The clear function will automatically clear the list, the dictionary, and if I print my dict now, it will give us an empty dictionary. So thereafter, we are going to look at how to look through a dictionary. Alright. Looking through a dictionary, we can make use of for loop to look through our dictionary also by saying for x in my dict. Remember that we have cleared this dictionary, and that was why I have to recreate it now in order to be able to use it. So don't be confused that how can an empty dictionary be looked through. We have created a new one after that empty dictionary which I cleared. So for x in my dict, print, this is how to look through a dictionary, and it will get every values in the dictionary without using the key. But if I now say for x comma y, let's see what will happen. For x comma y, print print x comma y. Let's see the output. Can you see? It says too many values to unpack because it will only get one value. We have just the single dictionary there. So take note of that. Except you have lots of items joined together in a dictionary, then you can now use that kind of situations. So that is that. So then we can also get all values in the dictionary one by one by doing for x in dictionary, we say what? Print my dict location x. So we want to print one by one. So we have this. Can you see? It's printing them one by one. Earlier, the one we do only print the key. The one we do for x in in my dict only print the keys because we didn't put it that it should print the values. You understand? After it has unpacked everything in x, it has to print with the values. So now that we want to print the values, we have this as our response. We have this as our response. So that is how to get the values in the dictionary. So when you want to get your values, when you are looking through a dictionary, you put the name of the dictionary with the location for the variable you use in looping through. So also you can get your value by using for x in my dict dot values dot values, then you put your quotes, then print what? Print x, then you have all your values again. So using dot values will get you all your values. Then if you want to get all the keys, you can also say for x dot keys. So if the first method is confusing you to get out to understand how to get your keys and values, you can do it this way by getting your by putting dot values or dot keys when you are looping through. So this one will give you only the keys, print x, then you have all the key names being displayed. And we've also do the item. Yes, the one we did earlier that gave us error, which is x comma y, we are going to do it now, but the way we are going to do it, you will now see it. So then we are looping through to get just the values or the keys, but this time around I want to get both values and keys. Now we say for x comma y in my dict dot items, because the items has key and value, that is why we are using dot items. Then we put this and we say what? Print x comma y. So the x is the key while the y is the value. So when we press enter, we have the name and the value, the name and the value, the name and the value. That is how to look through a dictionary. So also we are going to look at how to copy a dictionary. How can you copy one dictionary? How can you copy from one dictionary to another? First, we need to declare our dictionary. Then we can make use of copy function. We use a copy function to copy a dictionary by doing what? Creating a variable. Let's say my is equals to my dict dot copy. And we put the function in front of it. So this automatically will copy the dictionary that we have previously into my. So when I say print my, I say print my, is going to give us this as the new dictionary. So that is how to copy a dictionary. Another way to make a copy is to use the built-in function dict, which we've done earlier. You can decide to create a variable equals to dict, then you put the name of the function, the name of the variable holding the dictionary in the bracket. For example, let's say um Tito equals dict what? My dict. We print Tito, we're going to have a dictionary again. So that is a way to do that. Then we also look at nested dictionary. Now we are going to create a new dictionary and it's going to be nested one. When we say nested dictionary, that means a dictionary inside a dictionary, a dictionary inside a dictionary, and that is when you now learn how to access a nested dictionary, and we will call it a day once we are through with that. So in that case, let's quickly create a variable with the nested dictionary. Let me quit this and clear it off. Quit there. and return back to shell. Then let's create a variable my date equals this. Now we want to create nested dictionary. Let's take for example we have a class called, okay, let me use that as another. Let's say we have a class called blonde, blonde, a class called blonde class. Let me say blonde class. So in that class, we have 5 students there. These students, we are to collect their name, age, and then their name, age, and date of birth. Yeah, these three information. So in that case, we have class bond, blonde class, then we have this dictionary. So now we are going to create the first student. So let's say std stud1, we are going to assign it to something like this and give it another one. So this one we have put around it, sorry, I forgot to put it, yes. Student 1, can you see that we put comma? I have not filled the value. Student 2, so that it will be easier to understand it. So student 2, we put our empty uh, dictionary, and student 3, put our empty dictionary. Now we have created a nested dictionary because we have dictionary inside a dictionary. Now we want to make sure that okay, each of these students has age, I mean name. So we have name, then the name is what? Shola, cover, age. The age is what? 12. And we said what? Date of birth, DOB, and that is what? That is, let's say 90, 2002, 01, 01. Okay, 02. I will copy this so that we just edit it for the next one. All right. Oh, sorry. I will just need to copy everything. I mistakenly click a key error. All right. Python. Okay. So now we have this. Then I want to copy this. Or let me just type instead of falling into that same error again. So we say name, body, age, setting, DOB, DOB 2000 to 0418. Okay, 26, fine. Then we go to the third student. We say name. Name is John, comma, age. Age is 11. DOB DOB is 2020, oh sorry, 2003, 2003, 12, 11. All right. Now we have our dictionary created. What's that? Where is the error? Syntax leading zero in decimal integer. Okay, okay. Where we have one is telling me leading zero in decimal. So okay, okay, let's all right, we are fine now. So we have our print blonde class. We have our dictionary perfected now. Now, this is an example of nested dictionary because the dictionary itself is called blonde class. For us to get the first student detail, we have to use the key student one to get all the details. So let's try and access that. Print first of all, okay, by blonde underscore class. Then location is what? Student one. That's the key in the blonde class. Stud one. If we print, we are going to have the first student information only in a dictionary. Take note of that. But when we say student one and we still put another square bracket and we say we want to get only the name, because in the second dictionary which we have here now, we have the name as the key, the age as the key, the date of birth as the key. So we say what? Name. So in this era, it won't bring us the full details such as name, age and DOB, but it will only give us the details of the name, which is his name. Shola, can you see that? That's how to access a list, a nested. That's how to access a nested dictionary. In that case, that is where we are going to stop for today. Thank you once again for watching this tutorial video, and I really appreciate you. For any problem or challenges that you might face while trying out these activities or while watching these tutorials, kindly reach out to me on Twitter at tinytrue, and I'll be there to assist you anytime, any moment you reach out to me. Thank you and have a wonderful day.